Hey, what's going on, Sentinel brother? Welcome to the stream. So, guys, in an effort to bring some different content to the channel, also, figure we'd do some stuff that I like doing, and this is kind of like my test city. Once I started figuring out how to do this right, I'd picked this game up a long time ago. Most of the time you can pick it up for free. I bet you most of it have it in your PlayStation library, don't even know it. You know, where you can go into the monthly games. This was one of them at one point. Game's been out for probably 3-4 years. Tons and tons of DLC content. And then you have people on PC that create like some of these different buildings. Like you'll have what's called content creator packs, and they'll historical police stations, intelligence agencies, historical fire stations. So different stuff in all of the categories that you can do. These are all DLCs. This is actually a brand new one. They just released this one this week, called Promenades and something else. But so you can build pedestrian cities. Now, I haven't even really got into that yet. I've just been figuring out, okay, you know, how do you build an airport? Like, what are some good ways to go about that? I do this thing here for my fire, but you got to stay on it. You got to make sure that it stays filled. So I got like a little water outlet that I got to turn on and off. Now I've flooded my city doing this too. How are you doing this morning? There we go. So you can see I turn it on. Water starts coming out. We can kind of let that run for a little bit. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I thought it'd be fun to do anyway. Right now I'm making this actually a little bit deeper of an area. I think I am anyway. Wait. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? Who knows what I'm doing? Okay, that's bringing it up. I want to bring it down. This has saved me and caused me a lot of heartache, this little idea here. Like, that's the thing that I love about this game. One, it's not exactly a shooter, so you can kind of just chill out, relax, drink some coffee in the morning, stream it, talk with everybody. There we go. There we go. Really? What kind of TV are you buying? I love TVs. Talking TVs. Love it. There we go. It gives us more, so let this fill up for right now. What is going on, Angel? Welcome to the stream, brother. So this is, you can do industry. So instead of just saying, hey, forestry, I actually built out this forestry industry. So you have different things in build it up. Like it starts out as a 1-star, so I got a 5-star Forestry Industry. It's taken me a while. Same with this. I put this big cave rock in here. I had to get a little creative on some roads, some roads. This is my farming industry over here. Got to have, places for people to live to support it. This is my oil industry until it goes dry, but I don't think it'll go dry for a long, long, long time. And then I just started doing this over here. So I just built up this place to see if I can get it to kind of take off a little bit. And then I got my tourist district that I just started up. So like, I just put in a zoo. You can see it's only 2 stars right now, so. But you can zoom in and see like you have the people walking around, and we have our animals. Just put in a walk over here and some stuff over there. This is our amusement park, so they have rides. I think this is a 4-star. I still got 1 more star to unlock on this Magic Land. And here's what I'd like about this too, like you can really get in. Yeah, no, I get it. You can set the pricing. You can set all the different park policies. Like the game is like super in depth. Matter of fact, it's almost making money. I think. I think maybe we bump it up. Bump it up to $15 and see what happens. But you can go in here and we'll call this Angel Land. This is what I'm thinking about doing. And over here we'll call this instead of Grove Animal World, we'll call it, bump this up to $14, and we'll call this Sentinel Zoo. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And right now, we haven't made everything like the best. Like, I wouldn't have done it this way. I know I did it this way, but this is because I'm testing things out, and I didn't know what I was doing, really. But now that I see it, now that I know what these other things can do, I know how I would set this up better. And over here we have a little flyers club, so these guys are flying the small airplanes. And what they do is, I think they generate money now also. Yeah, 40 tourists last week. But they give out rides. I wish when it said open budget panel, it was for that particular deal. You can see tourism's picking up. Because we just started this, so that's starting to pick up. Oil industry seems to be doing fine. I have quite the diverse train system that, if you thought, if you really like plan this out, and I don't get this, there's literally a garbage place right here across the street, but like it refuses. And all this guy has to do is drive out, boom, boom, bam, garbage, done. And then drive back around the block, and he's back in, like it, I don't know, ridiculous. But what we're going to do right here, I think, This, if you see all of this is a problem. Right now, I'm funneling traffic into my city, and I think I'm funneling it all wrong. It was a great idea when I first made this district, but I built this with nothing on this side of the highway. There's nothing over there. Everything was over here. So, seems like the light's really bright today. Let's soften the light up on me a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's the background, okay. So we have to figure out, because look at this. We have these guys that are coming into the city. They're not coming into the city. They're coming off this major highway right here. And they don't like how to get over to the other side because it's blocked up. So they're coming up here and they're turning back around and coming into this area right here and right there. So that's not great. And we have $3.5 million. Now, again, I wasn't even making money. I couldn't even make money. There's got to be a better way to do all of this and this. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pause the game. This is not a dive system, so we're going to take some liberties right now and some of the stuff that we're doing here. When I started doing this was not my plan. That was not my plan. But look at how much traffic that is. Oh my gosh. So I think what we need to do here, and what I like to try to do, those guys are going to be coming in here, right? So let's take these dirt roads real quick. Take these roads. I need to curve this. I am not the best at this game, guys. I've just learned how to play it too. But we need to make a roundabout. Okay, not the prettiest roundabout by any means. And if I was on PC, we could kind of mess with it a little bit better. But I think that's step one. I think that looks way better. Okay. Step one. Step two. See, I think if we get this right, we don't need so many connections, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see if we can do it again. That's what I like about this game, though. You can definitely play with it to figure it out. Okay, so we have the big roundabouts. Ooh, couple things here. Couple things here. I mean, obviously, we got to switch the way this road's going. Let's get this going back over this way. And this going that way. And we do the change direction tool. Why isn't it doing the thing? Okay, these don't look the best. That is for sure. But I know one thing. I know these don't look the best. But if I know another thing, I know we got to get the idea of this down. And guys, let me know if you guys don't like this stuff. We won't do it on the channel. Like, it's not a thing we have to do. Just because I enjoy it doesn't mean other people are going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Wait till we get to something else too. Like, wait till just a second from now. Just a minute from now. I'm gonna show you something else. Now, here's always the problem, connecting these two together. Going to be a little wonky. A little wonky, don't like that exactly, but let's go ahead, start to reconnect some of this stuff. Here in a second, I'm going to show you the one thing people forget to do when they start doing all this craziness. Okay, technically, yeah, because that's the way, I like it, okay. What are you, oh, back to straight, okay. Okay, so here's what people forget. To go in here, and so we made a roundabout, right? Except what's gonna happen is people will not turn off the stoplights. Now that's coming in, that's going out, going out, going out. Make sure this one's long enough. But before we do that, let's make sure these are, we don't need stopping. I don't think there's enough of that stuff going on. For now, we're going to even turn this off. Have them stop coming from this way. And then that, we don't want them stopping going into our city. I think we might be ready. It is so funny that you say this, because if you look, it is something that I'm very, look at all these fire departments. They are all over the place. Oh, I don't like fire coverage out there, though. Why isn't that covering? Okay. We're going to put this fire department right there. All right, we're going to have to put it right there. This is our football stadium out here. Get it covered up a little bit better. Get this area covered a little better. And this is our Forestry Industry, so we have two major fire departments out here. Oh, look at that. Okay. It's the little things. Now, we did all of this work. Let's make sure. It's wonky as heck, right? But if this works, we can always come back and make this pretty. Okay, it's going to take a second for it to sort itself out. Oh, that's why we put that in there. I don't want it back enough there either. Of all the places it can back up, we have to let this be the main way it goes. Put a stop there, because we don't want this traffic to back up into here. Okay, let these final guys do their thing. Now what we should start seeing is, yeah, these guys not using this as a turnaround anymore. Why are they still turning? Most of them aren't, though. I think some of them had it in their minds that that's what they were going to do, so that's what they're doing. Okay. Now it's backing up here. So this is one of those things. Hey, Dave, welcome to the stream, brother. This is one of those things. So this is, we want this to take priority because we don't want it getting backed up here on the highway. It'll take a second to work itself out. Interesting. Ooh, look at this. But why aren't they using both lanes? And in a minute, like, these guys shouldn't even be. I wonder if we could. Like, why would people come all the way in? They shouldn't need to cross back over here. I'm going to stop the cross traffic because these guys have got to stop. You know what we might need here? Oh, don't get too excited there, little duder. They got all excited when you break up their roads. Change direction. This gives them 2 lanes coming out of there, right? So if they take the 2 lanes, or will they? See on the... Oh, there's a bus line. No, it resolved itself. Good, good, good. Well, see now, we don't even need the thing that's down here. I still don't get why these guys, when they drive, they don't just, even if they wanted to come here. Oh. Oh. I see, said the blind man. Okay. So what if we added in? It's a weird. And then check this because you know what they did. Come on, somebody use... Don't turn around. Stop turning around down there. Okay, so they're not turning around down there anymore. But I haven't seen anybody use this lane either. What a monstrosity of a bunch of roads, right? These guys, though, look at these guys, still on another level. Okay, though, this cleared up here. So now this traffic is coming from here. What if... Step 1. Step 1. Okay. Look at that. We don't want stoplights. It's not what roundabouts are for. I wish we could have yield signs, not stop signs, but like yield signs. Come on, guys, you guys gotta stop for emergency services. Look at this dude on the moped. Apparently that was a motorcycle. Okay. And this is our old town right here. I left them with dirt roads, so our town, when I first started it, was this little piece here and this main strip here. Then we built a couple parks. Look at that pedestrian stuff going through here. And then here's another park. It's right outside the city, so you can see everybody's using their little walkways. They're digging it. All of our commercials sitting out on the main strip. But look at some of these views. Like, we have hot air balloon services. So from this park, right in the middle of the city, you have all this stuff. And then you can see out over to here. There's not a lot of pedestrian, there's a lot of pedestrian traffic, but there's not a lot holding up traffic. Unless you look at that, okay. Unless we look at that. So, what we're gonna wanna do, seems a little excessive, doesn't it? And for this particular one, I think we can. Then so this will stop blocking traffic. Okay. That's part of like what I like doing. Like, you're like, okay, let's look at the views from here. We were walking. Man, that might be a place I'd want to live right over here. So we've come through here. That's a fun walk. We have a whole community in here, and even though it's high-rise, you have access to all these parks. All these little things to do. But why didn't I have access to here? So there. Something I want to encourage. So then I've got a bridge to where they've got sidewalks, right? So people can walk. See, you can see them walking. They can walk across the bridge if they live in the area, and your little sim dudes will walk if you give them a chance. Look at these little alligator guys. Then look, you're out at the park, you're out at this park. regular Disneyland over there. So then you come over here. You have a football stadium. Let's see how our football team's doing. Because it tracks wins and losses. We lost the last game, but we did start a strategy to help kids like off. But we're 4 games. We're 3-1. Almost made really close to making $1 million. For some reason, this stadium it won't do that. It's just like, hey, everybody's having fun at your stadium. We have our little public works area and kind of a second one over here, and then a third one over here. As you kind of grow, you want to diversify where your stuff is, and a lot of people make mistakes by zoning everything. Like they'll zone all that right here residential, right? All this will just be residential, and all this will just be commercial. Well, the problem is, like I kind of did it, but I need to rework it because now I put some residential in the middle here. That way your guys can walk to work. Look at how many people are walking right now. And then as these buildings, I like to play a little bit realistic too, in the fact that I don't just like this. They probably would have did one thing and then came back and did another thing. Ooh, see, this isn't good. This isn't good. Why is this happening? Why does everybody want to use the one lane? I don't understand. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. See if this will fix it. Same road into the same road. Because look, we do have a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of connectors and things. Just give this a second to work itself out. Not sure why everybody's got to get over. Like there's 2 lanes you can turn from right there. These guys, farming district guys, you can see they don't have an exact straight shot out to the city. Interesting. Something to keep an eye on. Why is the traffic backing up? So this is a case where we made the traffic in here a little bit better. Well, a lot better here. People aren't doing the funny turnaround thing anymore. And I don't... So coming out of the city is the big deal. We even made that 2... But that's the way they want. That's the way, they like it, Uh-huh. So I wonder, this is going to be wonky too. Man, I don't know what to do, like, with this piece here. I'm like, let's give it a second, but look what's happening. It's starting to back up. Pretty soon it's going to back our highway up. Okay, what about this? What about this? Is there anybody here that wants to do that? No. People aren't getting off here. So this is... Okay, so what if... Hold on, we're gonna find our medium road again. Let's fix this. But now... Let's give them 2 ways out. Because these guys can come down here and use that other street. And obviously the demand is to get off in this area. Okay. Okay. For now, right? Okay. So, next thing, because here's going to be the next thing. Gonna need to stop the traffic going, cross traffic going, to get these guys off. Yeah, because look, now that's going to be the next thing. Then is anybody even using that? No, they're not. These guys are going to have to take priority. Why won't you use the 2 lanes? And nobody's going in here, so let's get rid of that. Then we have a 3-lane road. 3-lane road. You could go in. Okay. I want to change directions. This is hardly an upgrade, but they're not using it. Well, that improved the traffic because they will feel, but see, look, this is when you think 6 lanes, like 3 going into a 6-lane roundabout would be a better thing, and apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. So now this is going to start on. Look, see, this was the thing that we were scared of. We didn't want this to happen, but it's happening. Buckle up, Buttercup. It is happening. And this, on the computer, you can actually take the lanes and make them match up so that that lane, that second lane, will go into the thing. But look at these guys. They all want to get into one lane, even though they can turn both. This is almost like people in Alabama driving. And then, of course, this is backing up now. So I think it's funny. It's fixing itself in the roundabout. Huh. Let's make sure the roundabouts, again, nothing funky going on. Okay. Okay, look, a few of them are starting to get it. They're like, hey, buddy, we can use both lanes here. Okay, I think that was a mistake. Hey, what's going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. Figured maybe we do this once a week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go.
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of an imminent forest fire in the area. Residents are advised to avoid forested areas. A forest fire is raging in the area. Leave campsites and tree houses immediately.
So I have what's called natural disasters on. Thank God, right now, that's what they're calling a forest fire. So you can see that's one of our police helicopters. Police on the scene, yeah, I mean. Then look, here's our little. Oh, and this is cool. It's right next to the. Gotta keep checking this thing, man, because if you don't, and this thing floods, it'll flood out this whole part of my city. It's done it before. Okay, anyway, back to the. So look, he's gonna dip in the water. And he's gonna come over here. Gonna dump it on our forest fire. Now, we've had some real forest fires. We've had a couple tsunamis. look, that's kind of convenient because we do have a helicopter fire depot right there, and that's our police helicopter depot. So we have a few of those all over the city. So yeah, this is like Sim City on steroids. Our oil industry, when we have a tsunami, it comes from there. And then it will ravage this area. But kind of the nice thing is this area blocks the rest of our city from tsunamis. So we can't have that. So I don't think, even though like I've got this this 5-star farm area, Totes Farms. I don't think I have it dialed in right, because look, we have all this stuff ready for pickup. Like, that's a lot of things ready for pickup. I do, actually. If you come over here to the airport, one of these buildings are you? Ooh, I'm glad you said that. I may have destroyed the building. Hold on. Where are you? There it is. Intelligence Agency, or better known as the Division. So that's where our division agents are, right next to the airport. Let's make sure it's getting power. Yep, power jump, perfect. Yeah. That way we can get in and out of the city as needed. It's still pretty connected into everything. We have 2 different highway systems, so I actually built this highway system so I could put in our football stadium. So we kind of have our this will take you straight into the tourist district. Ooh, look at these guys backing up a little bit, but they're okay. That's okay for now. But you can set up, so you set up bus lines too. Like you get into the transportation part of it. So I've got bus lines that run right there. You can see there's an underground subway system. Matter of fact, there's one of our subway trains moving through. But yeah, you set up all your different bus routes. Let's do that right now. This area right here doesn't really have any good bus routes. Let's create a line. I'm going to create this line here. We want to take it so that it hits all these different areas. We want to make sure it's going through and picking up our people. Oh, these guys are loving it. And it's even to the side of the road. You got to make sure you're getting it on the right side of the road. If you don't, it'll take some wonky path. And we'll just come back through here and complete the line. So You can see our transport on our buses. We have 1,435 citizens. 100 of those are tourists. So that's doing well. 11 stops, 6 stops, 13 stops, but we just started that line. 87, 172, those are doing well. 214 passengers. So yeah, you can choose what kind of bus it is, if you want it to be a biofuel bus or just a normal bus. Oh, we don't have a biofuel bus yet. Double-decker airport bus. This one we probably want to change, change it up. Get a bigger bus. Increase that probably to 200%. What is this? It's active all the time. So yeah, you have that. You can go down. We have 11 stops. Look at this. 510 passengers. 524 passengers. Then we just have a high route. 3 stops, 2 stops, 2 stops. Sightseeing bus. They're not picking up tours, tourist walking tours. A few of those. But yeah, it all started right here. Right where you can see all the dirt roads, and this one road off to the side. That road right there. Historic downtown. So yeah, like if you guys are interested in this, we can actually start, look, Sentinel Zoo, Angel Land theme park. Yeah, if you guys want to start, want me to start a city from scratch and show you how to do it. I watch a guy play called City Planner. He's a real city planner, and then he plays this game and, puts logic to the game. God, this is not good. Even though they're getting in here now. This makes me wonder if drastic times are about to call for drastic measures. Oh, we saw there was some place that wanted to connect. Okay, it's not pretty, but let's see if it works. That's all I need it to be, is functional. Can we agree on using all the lanes now? Okay, some of them are getting it. Main Street. That is not Main Street. So here's the next piece. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Right now. Right now it's working. See, that's not backed up anymore. These guys are getting into the intersections. Most of them are getting off. Okay, so step 2. They're not gonna like it when I'm angry. Why are you guys stopping? Let's check it out. Step 2 is I sever some other connections. Okay, that was a problem. That was a problem. Yeah, you guys can be sad about that all you want. Okay, next thing is, these guys have got to stop blocking the path. Like, I can't make that work. Okay. So you see, that's one of our subway connections. Just got to make this work a little better. That'll go that way. I know, that was the police station too. Ah. Hold on, we have an unresolved bus line. Oh, these guys are loving this. Oh, these guys are loving that. Not loving the bus stop thing. Like, I don't understand why I can't. Resolve this. Okay. Now, the thing is, this road just became like one of our main roads, so this has got to stop here. Same with these guys. So that road is now, that's what I don't get, we gave it even farther to go, and now it's already backing up again. So they enter. Why won't these, I don't understand why these bus lines won't resolve themselves. Oh. Is that a metro problem? I still... I still don't get it. Okay, police coverage. We gotta get the police coverage back in here without taking that out. I mean, it was better. And it's better. It's just not great. We don't want to make that a one-way road because then these businesses die. I wish we could see where these were going. I know we kind of see where they're at, but, So yeah, the game starts you out with like two roads. Like it just stops like there, and then you've got to build everything else. So I built all of this. And for a long time before I started watching City Planner Plays, City Skylines, before I started watching him, I couldn't even make money. Like I didn't even know how to do it. And it seems so like overwhelming. That's why if you guys are interested in this, like this, if this is something that interests you, this is what I started playing just to kind of relax, get away from the shooters. When my wrestling guys, like right now, they're in a good spot. So it's just tweaking here and there. I'll sit back and play this because this. To me, this is interesting. So you just start out with nothing. Like there's no airport. We've had to build the airport. This is one of our neater ideas. We built. We had a meteor hit. So a meteor struck right there, and then I dug it out a little bit more. And now I use this in case my airport or my forest is on fire. It's a water source for you. Saw how the helicopters came in and dipped down into the water and then they went. This is a place where they can dip down into the water and put out our forest fires over here if they occur. But yeah, so I built this like district by district. Started out with this and then that, and then I came over here and I started building this industrial park. It was only one road and it's expanded out, built the railway system, and then now they added industry, so you can do forestry industry, oil industry, fishing industry. Ooh, we haven't done fishing. We haven't set up that industry yet. Let's see, do we have a place? Yeah, I mean, technically we do. So this is kind of our oil industry place, which you would think, like, even right in here would be good for, like, tourism and stuff. It just didn't work out that way, the way that the city developed. And then I built these small, like, little pockets. This is high-tech housing in here. So it's funny, you see a lot of them. They have kilo pads, they have, you know, stuff that's sitting up top. And in this district, you can set all the policies. You have to set up your water grid, your power grid. Um, you know, so when we go in here and we look at our different info views, right now we're good on electricity, right now we're good on water availability. Something about the city that people aren't exactly liking, we're down a little bit there, but look, we're up over 4 million. It's the highest I've ever been. Yeah, they were. Um, your fire safety. So you can see, like right here, it's good, but out here, not so good. So there's stuff we could do. So that right now it's saying there's a 29% hazard. So in here, there's coverage, but we could get better coverage. You know what I mean? Through here, it's saying it's pretty good, pretty good. This road, high risk, high hazard. We haven't mitigated it well. The health. So death care, we can look at that. Crematorium availability, we got plenty of it. The usage right now. Child care, elder care. Average lifespan of our citizens right now, 77 years old. So that's up from 71, so that's impressive. Citizen happiness, population, like the percentage of what it is, you know, who is what and where is how. Land values, you know, and where everybody's like, because like this is the old area, so like land value very high in this area, but you can, it's starting to increase in this area. So like you can increase it, but if you made all of this super high, you'd kill your city. You don't want it all super high. You want places where there's some affordability, like it's affordable to live in these areas, right? It's got to be some of the stuff. Leisure, obviously not a lot of leisure in that district, but around where we live, we could do better over here. But yeah, around where we live, we want leisure to be a little higher, so we want more parks and more things of that to bring people in. It shows you our different commercial levels. Because there's, you know, 1 through 5. Transport we looked at already. Traffic, 74%, not great. And you can look through here. Yeah, having a problem here, which you would almost think, but that's amazing that actually in that part of it we're not. I'm shocked that this, So there's things we could do to fix it, but then look at this. This is like the problem still. Every time I think we do something to fix it, I don't know, it's almost like we make it worse. So it's really important on how you plan out your city. You want it zoned, but you don't want it zoned all office space or all high density residential or all low density residential. Like you want it mixed. What's funny, what game has done is made me drive around our own city and kind of look at it and say, shows you the different traffic routes. I wish I understood. Oh, is that what it's saying? Oh. Pink line, okay. How are we losing? What happened? All of a sudden now we're losing money at an alarming rate? That doesn't make sense. Whoa, that doesn't make sense. All of a sudden, did we just start losing money? Anyway. So yeah, and you want to watch your pedestrian traffic. You know, you can see what people are saying. Forest fire aftermath. No casualties. Set the trees on fire. Anyway, info views back down to here. Trash, so garbage status, we're good. Pollution, you can see where the pollution's being created, which is a problem if you've got citizens like in the polluted areas, they'll start killing them. Death rate will go up. Terrain heights, windage, noise pollution. Old Town, not too bad. Like, you could live right in some of these pocketed areas and be fine. Natural resources, farmland. That's not what we're using it for. We are right there. Forest, oil. So yeah, we're still doing good in here, good in there, yeah. You know dang well they would use eminent domain right here, but this is like right over one of our parks. Heating, not important on this one. Our different districts that we created, so we haven't created a district in here. So what we could do, is I could show you how to create a district. Like, this is kind of how in depth some of this stuff is. So we come through here, we're going to want to create this district. Oh wow, okay, and we get to see Sentinel Zoo again. So we're going to come in here. So we have this, we come in, we look at Hamilton Square. What do we want to do with it? First thing we want to do is we're going to name it Grady Square. This is my test city. This is the thing that's been teaching me. So I haven't started a real city. Like, there are real cities, but I haven't started a... Now we can come in here and set policies. We want to use smoke detectors now. It's going to reduce the risk of fire, but what it's going to do is take the upkeep. We want to do recycling. We want to pan bets, so slightly reduce garbages, but slightly decreases happiness, of course. Maybe we want these guys to be highly educated. Maybe we don't. School's out. We want to produce citizens, without education. Extra insulation we don't need, only electricity for heat. We could do educational blimps. Free Wi-Fi, so it reduces mail accumulation, but it also increases by 2 cents a building. Taxation, we could raise taxes on low-density residential, or if we wanted to bring in more low-density residential, we could, or high-density, either way, we can provide tax relief if we wanted to. That's cool. We're going to do that here in a second. City planning, big business, small business, high-tech housing. That's where we saw those things up on top of the roof. Or we could set a high-rise ban. We can encourage biking if we wanted to. Put lightning rods out in case of storms. Only use electrical cars. So, bam, we got Grady Square. Why we were doing this, we just found out that Sentinel Zoo just went up. a little bit. But now we have our tourist district, so while we're looking at that, I didn't see this thing from earlier, taxation, let go for leisure. So we're going to stop getting tax revenue, but we're going to start getting other kinds of revenue. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Then let's see what we've got now in our zoo. So we come in here, Park Life, Zoo. We have these new things. That is not our zoo. There we go. Sea Life Enclosure. Oh my God, look how big that is. Like we would have to plan for that. Oh. So that's that part of it, right? Elephant enclosure? Jeez Louise. Look how big that sucker is. So it likes it right there. So we're going to have to do that. But, what is this? Flamingo? Flamingo. So, let's reestablish our road. And when in Rome, let's get this. So we just expanded our zoo a little bit here. So the next thing we're going to want to do, this is kind of the fun thing about this though to me. We have this. You're going to want to come out here. Let's do that. Okay, so there's no way around that. No way around that. Look at that floating dock. We have our little boat out there. So the Sentinel Zoo doing quite well. Angel Land. Doing well. These guys need workers, uneducated apparently. Ooh, trash piling up here. Like it's piling up, but it's right next to our public works area, so I don't even get how it could be piling up. Yeah, look, here's our little trash trucks. They're coming in to... Here they come to save the day. Mighty Mouse for all of you that missed that. Yeah, so I think I would do things different. You know what I mean? Now that I did a lot of this based on where this or that was and based on what I was trying to learn. Like I'm trying to shove everything I can into here. So, you know, you're trying to maximize squares, maximize this. Like, look at this ridiculous monstrosity. It looks cool until you kind of zoom in, right? So, as a train, you're coming into our city. That's one place you could stop. You could be over in the forestry side of things. The next place is you could go into one of our industrial areas right here. That's not where this train wanted to go. Probably because it has oil on the back of it. So now it goes into this part. And it's got another choice. It can go left into our farming districts, or it can go straight. This is where most of our trains go. Now, it could go into our industrial area, or our bypass of that area, or it could come into our next industrial / farming. This is a hybrid train station. See, this one's gone, picked something up or dropped something off, and now it's going to go over into one of 3. Didn't realize I had 3 of them over there farming things. But I'm going to show you something I'm going to show you part of something else here in a second. Okay, so this one, so they get their goods. They're coming down through here. Then they end up, like, this is a nice little train ride. See, this one's exporting oil. And it comes into here. And then one of 2 places. You can either come over here to where we're pretty much all only exporting oil from here, or we're exporting here on a major cargo ship to other places. Like it's a major cargo line. This one not major, this one major. So then, if you look, escape routes are good, tourism, picking up. That's pretty good. Totes farmed, though, the most. Ore, we don't have a good place for ore in the city. Like, it's all just outside of our city area. Even right there, just outside. Not even a good ore deposit. Anyway, back to post offices. Not good. I haven't even, fishing industry, haven't done it yet. Service points. Okay, where is it? So exports, we export a lot of agricultural products. That's Totes Farm over here. But we also have some forestry products that start to take shape. Oil starting to take shape. Goods, the stuff that it's all made out of, good. We haven't done the fishing, haven't done the mail yet, but we import. We don't import that many things. Like, yeah, some agriculture, right? Oil, forestry. Ore is the biggest thing because we can't produce it. So yeah, we have imported some of the stuff, but for the most part, our cup runneth over, right? Which is exactly what you want. Goods, this is our goods, where the things that are producing the goods. Kind of shocked about this. Because if we come into here, this is our lemonade stand, props. So we could probably kick down the production rate on that. Like, it's not really producing. None of our trucks are working. We don't have enough crops to produce anything. We also need glass. Not exactly sure where we get that from. Oil would be plastics. Modular house factory. So, like, we could build some factories and some stuff, you know what I mean? Like, we could... figure out some things. See, that'd be going the wrong way, though. That's not in the right spot. So, yeah, there's plenty of things we could do. Sneaker factory, I think we're doing that. Food, we're doing soft paper, warm paper, little ball of fur. Petroleum refinery, we're doing clothing. The lemonade factory, printing press, toy factory, household plastic factory. Interesting. I don't know that we're doing that. Bakery, yeah. Furniture. So, yeah. So there's neat stuff. There's still some neat stuff you could do. I think it would be in the ores or the glass. So we would have to import the glass into this factory. But it's right down the road. So yeah, obviously, if once you look at that, like, you start thinking, hey, there's different things I would do with the city. There's different thises and that's, and yeah, for sure. So we could, for sure. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard of that game, which is funny. Yeah, that's why I watch City Planner Plays City Skylines. City Planner Plays. I watch him do this, and then all of a sudden, I wonder what that thing was that happened, because you can see down below, now our money is going up. That's a weekly thing, and then the total, we brought in $4 million so far, so there's a lot we can do. I want to put a cargo airport in here, but here's the thing. When I started building this city right here, and then I built out to here, I was watching, and so I was learning new things, like new things at new times. And you can tell by the city, like how it's built. I built this little piece of the city. I built this little piece of the city. This piece here. Then I built this. This was a separate thing. Then I put in a bypass road so that they could bypass that thing. Then I put in some of these other places that, yeah, that's probably not the best place for those to go. This was my original public works place. And then I built this public works place and named it that. Then I built this place, and then I wanted a sports team. So then I built that, and then I wanted some people to live around it. So we have all this area right here we can still develop. I could still have this for farming if I wanted, like a small farm. The next thing we started recently developing, I built this. I built and then because I built that, then I was like, oh, I could start filling in here because I just built another highway, so it would make sense. So then I started building this. And I bought DLCs. So now that I bought the DLCs, there's all this stuff that you could do. So some of the stuff, like park life, industries, campus, airports, and then something in promenades, like those are all natural disasters, and then landscaping. So these 6 things are all DLCs. But it makes the game so much more fun. But what you do is you get the normal game, you start playing it. For a year, like I said this before, for a year I played this game, and I could never figure out how to make money. So I just played infinite money, because I could never figure out how to actually make money. There's also a thing down there, you see, with the green, the blue, and the orange down the right-hand corner. That's what's going on right now that's what they want. And they're getting pissed off that I'm not giving it to them. So, here's what I do. So here's how I plan out. So you can kind of see how I do a city. I go in here, I want 2-lane roads. I start out with dirt roads. The 2-lane roads, I come out here, do 10 by 10 grids. Building along the highway. And you could do some irregular shaped stuff like this. So you can come out here and just be like, hey, this one, because that could be a park. That's what this is going to be. That's going to be a park. That's going to be a park. Then behind here, I could pick right back up with this, right? And here, bam, I got that. And I take it out. You don't have to make it so gridded. Most cities, I didn't realize this until I actually started playing this game. Most cities are not built on a grid anymore. They used to be, but most are not. So then we could take this and do that, and then this. Run this out. You have to learn about road hierarchy. Like, Gabe will punish you for not doing road hierarchy correctly. So we got that right. Now we have to make sure that we have water to it. So typically you want to run your water lines. You don't have to. You could literally not do this, but I like it to be a little more real. In most of your water lines, if something was to go wrong, they run under your roads so that they can be fixed. It's a weird connection, but just for the sake of doing this right now. So we have that. Then we come in here and we're going to zone. Like, you don't want dense, but we have some of this stuff through here. We have some offices. We're going to keep this going to where on the outside on the highway, so it's kind of a buffer, right, in between there. I'm going to leave this open. We're not going to do anything there. And here, we're going to go do a couple 4x4 squares. And this is going to be Like your local neighborhood stores. That's what's going to end up filling in here. Then so that they can walk to some stuff. We're just gonna only allow these two or these connections here. So look, they're like, man, we want offices right now. So they've already started building that. We're gonna go high dense residential. Like, that's what this stuff is gonna be on the outside. This is gonna be you can see like already they're already like, oh, thank you. Something keeps happening and I don't know what it is. Look, now all of a sudden we're losing money. Like overall we're making money. I wonder if it's got to do with the airport. Is there an industry costing us money right now? I seriously don't understand why we're losing money out of the blue. Man, traffic through here used to be horrendous. Then we put that big roundabout in. We put these funny slip roads in. We changed this, and this is still a huge, problem. Look at this. You would never want this backing up on the road like that. Now, it's not preventing anybody from getting through, but still. I wonder if we could force something. Oh, wow, the game did not like that. Here's a dumb thing that we might do. What if, and I'm just saying, what if we did this? Come on. I hate it when the game does this. Ugly, right? But I'm just trying to find a way. Maybe not a good one. But so these guys don't get caught up in this crap. So these things, for whatever reason, just die here. It's like where things go to die. So what if we just did office buildings? We'll let office zone in there. Okay, look at this. This is actually starting to clear itself up. Was that really the problem? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, look, this is cleaned up. You remember in the beginning of this was like really getting backed up bad. This isn't too bad now. They're no longer making the wonky U-turn, so like there is things that we have really cleaned up. Now if we go into our info view and we look, traffic 73, like it's still showing that, yeah, this is high use places. Oh, that's way better though. I'll take that. 74. This. Okay, I have a feeling this is probably an easy thing, except why would this? Yeah, let's do this. The heck is going on here? Yeah, that's how that should be. See, now this is cleaning itself up. Oh, these guys like it. Let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing. Let's do something in the park over here. Park Cafe. See if we can get it to jump up. That's pretty cool. Got people out there now starting to play. More availability. Don't really have any issues right there with that crosswalk. That is a funky looking road though. Shocked that we don't have problems. Look at these people. That is a lot of people getting on that bus. So, but I mean, that's like a good and a bad thing. And I like how these two parks, so this will go over the top, then you can go big or go home. Look at that view. That's pretty cool. You can just sit up here and enjoy. Then you drop down into the park and there's all this cool stuff to do. There's public restrooms, places to buy stuff. What if we did this? This isn't normal. What if we added one crazy ride? One. We added some bumper cars. Just a couple bumper cars. Oh yeah, this park, people are going to want to come now. We don't want it too crazy because we want them to still go, but then this gives them like a little thing to do where then their kids are going to be like, yeah, but mom and dad, let's go do this other thing where all the rides are. Mom and dad are like, God dang it, Totes. Why did you do that? Why did you add all this cool stuff in there so now my kids are going to want to go all the time? What's funny about this pathway is it connects the residential over to the industrial. If you go through here, this is where a lot of people are working. Look at these bus stops, man. Why aren't they getting on the metro? Interesting. Why aren't they getting on the metro? Although one of the lines is jacked up, and eventually it's going to traffic routes. Eventually, where is this at? Details, eventually one of these, there it is. I knew it would flesh itself out. Or flesh itself out, I guess. So that's still really good. So I guess where we have, look, we need to Need to increase what we're doing here. This one, man. I think we could take this to 500 and it wouldn't be enough. Yeah, look at all the things down here. Okay, I think that's a good one for that one. Are you telling me there's 1,200 people waiting? Yeah, I did. $412. See, that's a problem. Like it's saying like 698 at this one. That's a problem. $700, again, problem. The reason why these guys aren't, the lines aren't bigger, this, not a problem. Jeez, look at that. It's not the number of people, it's the number of people that are at these stops. 700 people? We gotta do better. Like this one, look at this. You can take this down to 10%. This one, another one. Bump this up. 1,900 people? Yeah, we gotta... $500 people? $1,000 people? Like, that's honestly pretty good. 164 people, right? Even though it says, like, look how many passengers. So this one we can take down a bit. Try that one there. Yeah, look at that. So ridiculous. $1,200 people. So yeah, you can get in the weeds on this for sure. There's zero doubts. What just happened? Look at all these really cool buildings. That's super cool. Look at this city. Wow, it's just the way you look at the city sometimes. Like, that's beautiful. Look at these wonky roads I built, though. We were having a huge traffic problem over here. And now we're not. Same with this. Same with that. So man, we have actually, look, our people are digging what's going on. And look at this area. Immediately fills out. Makes me think we could add more in over here. Maybe add more shopping in. Yeah, because it's kind of funny. If it was me right now, no joke, I would rework this entire area right here. I mean, seriously, I'd rework this whole area, this whole industrial park area. So guys, we are going to jump off here, but we will catch everybody in the next one. Leave in the comments, you guys want to see, do you want to see me start a new city and do this, or is this just a whatever, don't need to see this stuff? You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm good either way. But we will see all of you in the next one. Peace.